Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Rikelawal. Welcome to my channel. If you're just seeing my face for the first time, welcome. I hope you like it here. I hope you stick around. If you are returning, thank you. Thank you for coming back to listen to me, to listen to whatever I have to say. I appreciate your support. Thank you, and I do hope that you have subscribed. Whether you're just coming or you've been here, please subscribe, support me. Please like this video using the thumbs up button. So when you do, YouTube will show this video to more people and they can see my face and enjoy whatever it is I have to say. So like I said, my name is Dr. Rikelawal. I am a lecturer, I am a mom, I am a teacher, and above everything, I am a lifelong learner. I love to learn new things, and I am here to share the things that I've learned, the things I've used, the things that has happened to me on my journey. Basically, I'm here to just share with as many people as possible. So I talk about things like inner work, self-improvement, mindset, healing. Basically, I'm just a personal development enthusiast. So if you really enjoy such content, I think you'll like it here. Today I'm going to be talking about affirmations, and I would focus on the differences between prayers and affirmations. I think everybody, I think almost everybody say prayers. We know what prayer means. We basically grew up with, like, we don't even need the definition because we grew up knowing prayers, so we are used to prayers, we are used to saying prayers. Even if you are not religious, you say prayer here and there. So prayers is not new. So prayer is basically us requesting, like talking to God and maybe requesting for some things. I don't want to go so much into prayer, and because prayers have different kinds and it has different layers. For instance, when you say prayers, usually some people start to prayer is about request, right? But you don't just go straight to asking. You first give thanks. You first praise God and just I'm laughing because I'm remembering in my head that it's similar to when you want to collect something from somebody. You first go thank them for what they've done before and praise them, just say something. Oh, you've been awesome. Basically, I think I'm just, as I'm saying this now, it's just occurring to me that it applies to humans too. Like, you need something from somebody high up there, you just basically follow the same process. So prayer is just when you go to make a request from God, or from the higher, from the universe, or whatever it is, that higher entity that you believe in. Is you going to meet or to connect and then to make some requests. Affirmations are like prayers too, because it also involves connecting and making some requests, but it is different in that when you say affirmations, you are saying it to speed up the process of receiving what you have asked from in prayers. At least that is how I view it from my own experience. So you say prayers, and you know how the Holy Book, I'm not really sure, most of the Holy Book says that you should just ask and then you would receive it like automatically. But between that process of asking and receiving, there are a lot of things that happen in between. So for instance, if you're asking for some things, you might actually not have grown to a stage where you are able to receive that thing comfortably in a way that it will benefit you. So to me, affirmation is how I bridge this gap. So I say affirmations to help me grow. Yeah, to help me grow into the person that is automatically the owner of that thing that I've asked for. For instance, when 2 years ago I started working on my money mindset, and I pray for money every day, like okay, I want money. And then I realized that my what now, my being, the kind of lifestyle, the kind of habits I had, the kind of attitude I had was really not in alignment with the kind of money that I was asking for. So I started saying affirmations like, oh, I am a money magnet. And in me saying that over and over and over again, I started to rise up to the occasion. I started to level up. I started to improve myself in different ways that I did not even know. There are a lot of work that I didn't even know I needed to do. But in me constantly repeating to myself, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet, my brain started to work in a different way than it used to. My eyes started to see different opportunities and I started having clarity about different things that I can do to actually become that thing I've asked of. I asked God for more money, right? But I started having clarity to actually rise to the person that is able to give value. To get more money, you have to give more value. So I started rising up to give more value, even in the things that I was already doing, and then in new things that was coming to my head, all because I was saying, oh, I'm a money magnet, I'm a money magnet. And so for me personally, saying affirmations is the bridge that has helped me that helps me in different areas to grow to that kind of person that automatically you don't even need to ask. For instance, if you give so much value, you don't even need to ask for money will just come to you. And so affirmation, that's how I think affirmation is different from prayers. Prayers is you have asked, God has said come ask for anything, and it will be given. And truly I believe that when we ask, it is already given. It's just for you to grow up to receive it and manifest it. For instance, I see it like the ask and it shall be given thing. I see it as if, okay, God has already given you. In fact, I even believe that it is not when you ask that God starts to create it. I feel like it's already there. So when you ask, it's already there, maybe like on the top shelf, and you're just like maybe a child, you're of this height, and what you have asked is on this shelf that is this high. So when you have asked and you're here, so to me affirmation is what I would just say, okay, I'm this, I'm that, and one day you just have the clarity, the knowledge or the wisdom that, okay, I think I should just carry it to stand on it, and I'll be able to reach it. I feel like everything you ask for is already there. You just need to like find a way. So is in you having that wisdom to climb that stool to reach. That's the journey. That's the work. That's the inner work that we all have to do. And I believe that affirmations would help you. It helps me. Well, if I'm talking about myself, affirmation helps me to bridge that gap faster. And as I'm using affirmations, something else happens to me. I feel this peace and this assurance that, okay, definitely this thing will happen, because and that will happen when I think money was the first. Money affirmations was what I started with. And when I started doing it, I started saying like small money. I'm like, that I did not expect that would just come in, that didn't used to come before. So that's boosted my faith a little bit, and then I said like, okay, you know what, I'm going to just apply affirmations to every area of my life, because I was seeing tangible evidence that this thing was working, right? Okay, so affirmations, I wrote down here that affirmations help you to create an energy pattern in reality. So what energy pattern can be in different ways. Like I said, it can be in form of that clarity that I said earlier. It can be in form of a wisdom that, okay, maybe I should just try this way, and then you get that thing that you've been, you've asked that you really want to receive. So you are creating. When you say affirmation, you need to know that you are in charge. Like you are a creator, like you, and that there's really nothing. As long as you want it, you can have it. I actually even believe, I low-key suspect that how God has actually planned our lives way ahead from the beginning to the end, and then we just have to now start to live it. It's like a movie. It's been filmed, it's been produced, it's already out, but you are just like in 10 minutes in, and you're like, wondering how it will end. God already knows how it will end. Every single thing that's going to happen in that movie, it's already there. It has already been, created. So I have this personal theory that when I have this desire for something, it's because it's already part of my story. It's because somehow God has already, planned it for my life. So I don't believe that I would desire something that wasn't actually part of God's original plan. But because, step by step, you'll be desiring different things because you don't even know how the movie of your life is going to unfold. So I believe it's an adventure, because when you start to desire things, I feel, because when you think about it, like, you and I, we don't want the same things from life. Like, they could put all the things in this life, like, they could lay it down, and ask us to choose, and we'll pick different things because we are not the same. So I obviously you can see that I'm getting really excited. So this is really I find this concept really interesting. So anyway, the point I was trying to make was that when you desire something, like, don't think it's too big or anything. I think you should is part of the plan. That's why that fire, that burning desire is there in you. It's because it's already part of your story, but you just don't know that. And you're like, oh God, this is, and you're not wondering, you're worried, you're afraid. This goal too big? Is this dream too big? Blah 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 blah. That's because you did not know. Anyway, it's my own personal theory, or maybe the year that I've formed based on some things that I've learned on my journey. So affirmations are just you creating, using energy, using your desire to just create some thought forms, thought forms of that thing that you want. Basically, imagine yourself as a creator. You're just putting some things together to make it crystallize and start to show in your reality. So meaning that two things, there's the power of your intention and the power of your mind. And another key thing that I want to point out is the possibility of that thing that you are desiring. There's some things that, let's say, are not possible for you in particular, because even though you want what you want, right, there's still, how will I call it, there's still this role that we all have individually. I don't know how to put it, like everybody has a role to play in the whole collective of life, meaning that there are some things that maybe God just has designed you to come and achieve. So, and somehow if you maybe find yourself a little out of alignment, you really don't know this goal, which is why we pray, and then we meditate, and we try to listen to our intuition, which is just God trying to guide us on the path. So I believe that if you are slightly out of alignment, your affirmations might not work. You might not really be getting the things that you are desiring, which is why we are doing this work, which is the work of the inner work of working on our mindset, of listening to our intuition, when a desire comes into your heart, you sit down with it, you're like, okay, talk to me. Like that voice in your head that you can trust, not that one that leads you astray. That intuition, that, okay, so you want me to do this, so how do I go about it? And there's this thing when you are if you want to grow your intuition, you must not ask too many logical questions, else your intuition can just get tired of you and shut up. Don't mind me. But if you the more you follow your intuition anyway, the sharper and more accurate they get. And usually intuition doesn't really follow logic, so everything that is occurring to you to do might not even make sense. Maybe everybody is going this way, your intuition is saying go this way, and you're like, no, everybody's going this way, and then you're doing agility for your intuition. Well, that's how you get lost. So don't think because everybody's going in a direction you should also be going there. No. So grow your intuition, but that's a story for another day anyway. So looking at my notes, if you persist, whatever it is that you're affirming, it comes to you, it comes true to you to a large extent. So there's power in your thoughts and in your words. So I know that this, is already everywhere. Like, you already know how powerful your word is. You already know how powerful your thought is, which is the main thing in our work. You listening to the thoughts in your head, that voice, and trying to guide it right, trying to make sure that your words, your thoughts are empowering for you anyway, not for anybody. Like, is the thoughts in your head, are they thoughts that are bringing you good feelings? Because it is good feelings that help you, that give you the wings to take the right actions. And when you take the right actions, you start to see in your reality, start to reflect, some your thoughts basically follow that. Thoughts, your feelings dictate the kind of words that come out of your mouth, and the things that come out of your mouth basically is like, just as you're saying it, just coming through. So a reminder that we need to guide our thoughts and our words. So 2 things: when you're making your affirmations, you need to have that, it has to be pure and it has to be true. And the only way to know this for sure is when you follow your intuition, is when you have a desire and you sit down with it and you're like, okay, what should I do? What's this about? Just question it until you are like, okay, I'm clear. I have clarity, and this is pure, and this is true, and this would serve not just me but the entire humanity. And that is how we all get to serve purpose, the purpose that we are here for, step by step. Sometimes you don't really have the full picture of the whole purpose, but like I said, it's like a movie. So as it unfolds, just check, am I in alignment? Then take the next step. So I hope you have gained 1 or 2 things. So one of my first I'm laughing because I had a flashback. This happens a lot. I'll be saying something and my mind is going somewhere else. So as I'm laughing because I read the first, I wrote a list of 6 affirmations, and as I read the first one, I am a money magnet. I realized that that's like the first affirmation that I would say like over and over again, because what pushed me to starting to doing my inner work was poverty. Like, I was just tired of being poor, being broke. And when I started that work, the first thing I faced was like, okay, money mindset. Like, let me just, if I can do this, I can now tackle other areas of my life. So I just wanted to focus on money. But that is not, now that I think about it, it's not entirely true. I think money was just my first conscious inner work. I'd already previously done some work around being happy, because maybe some other time I'll tell you, like my 20s was filled with a lot of trials, tribulations, or basically a mess, and I found myself sad, depressed, and all of that. So I didn't know I was doing inner work back then, but I used to just desire to be happy. I want to be happy. And then I didn't even know anything about meditation or affirmations, or whether my thoughts were powerful. I didn't know all of that, but I just had this burning desire that, oh boy, I'm tired, I want to be happy. And then it happened. So it was when it happened that my eyes now started, okay, fine, we are happy. we are peaceful, okay. And then that's when I now saw that, I'm broke. I'm a poor baby. I was poor. So in 2020, I now started, doing some research online. I found out, there's something called mindset. I'm like, okay, let's try this. And then I tried it, and I like where I am today financially. So let me go back to where I was. I was talking about being a money magnet. So I'm a money magnet. So that was like my first affirmation. And over time, I have this popular thing that I used to say I call myself Thrive Easy Queen. So one of my affirmations is I thrive easy. I sat down to because there was a time when I was like, okay, I want one affirmation that would like summarize the things that I personally want from from life, and I came up with I want to thrive and I want it to be easy because I don't like hustling. I like sleep a lot. So I want to get all these things I want, but I don't want to like suffer because I already did that and it wasn't fun. So I'm like, so that easy was really a key word for me. I want to thrive, but I don't want to like do it class, not sleeping, running, blah blah blah. I want it to be easy. So I thrive easy. That's one of my affirmations. So I also I was reading sometimes, was it last year or early this year, and I saw that sometimes when you don't even know, you want to pray or you want to say affirmations, but you just don't even know what to say. Your head is just maybe blank. So I found this one. You say joy, love, wealth, success, freedom. Just say those words, keywords. Say it over and over and over again. Like I don't even know what exactly to pray for. So just say joy, love, wealth, success, freedom. You can just say 3 things. Maybe pick your own. Because if you watch my previous video on affirmations, I emphasize the fact that it is really important for you to customize your own affirmation as much as possible because you're unique. I find most of us want the same things, but we don't struggle, we don't go through the same paths to get there. We don't have the same background, we don't have the same trauma, we don't have the same doubts or the same fears. So it is really important to try and customize your prayers and your affirmations as much as possible. So another affirmation, I easily receive everything that I desire. I easily receive everything that I desire. So I crafted that some months ago when I wanted to do this 10K affirmation. I was like, if I'm going to say something over and over again for 10,000 times, let me just sit down and craft it. And if you notice again, it has the word easily, because it's really important for me personally, because of my background, because of the trauma, because of the disappointments that I faced, especially in my early 20s and in my childhood. Ease is really important for me. So you need to find for your own self what's important to you. So that I easily receive all my desires. And then there was a time I was struggling with, the person that I was seeing, like in a relationship. So anytime I struggle or find myself worried about anything, I don't try to change other people. I go back to myself to look inwards to see, okay, so what's going on, because everything is a reflection. Everything in my reality, I believe, is a reflection of what's going on in my head. So I had this one. Okay, so in all this while I never really bother about love, affirmation, blah blah blah, because I wasn't really like particular. It wasn't my relationship, were not really my priority. I'm a single mom of 3 boys, and I'm particular about being happy. I already am happy, and the next thing I want is wealth. I just want to like face and have a lot of money to take care of myself and my children, and have excess, even more. So joy and money, relationship. So I don't really, if you ask me, I would not even have so much to say about love. But earlier this year I was struggling with a particular relationship, and I went in like, okay, so Rinke, what thoughts are you having that is manifesting this difficulty in your life? So I came up with this affirmation that I am chosen, prioritized, and loved, because I felt like the person wasn't really putting me as a priority. I felt like I wasn't as important to him as he was to me. So I started saying the affirmation. Maybe I'll give the testimony in another video. And in maybe 4 months, like the whole thing just changed around, and I was saying exactly what I wanted to be saying. So trust me, affirmations work. Like, say your prayers, make sure you're in alignment, and say your affirmations. This thing work. So, and currently the one that I'm saying, affirmation that I'm saying, is that I am a successful online entrepreneur because I am ready. I've been trying my hands at making money online, but I'm like fully ready now to, you know, take it to the next level. So my current affirmation, I'm currently doing a 10,000 affirmation challenge with it, is I am a successful online entrepreneur. So like I said, affirmations help you to build that energy forms and thought forms in your head, and helps you to rise to the occasion. It helps you to, it gives you that clarity or that shortcut or that wisdom that you need to rise to become that person that has that thing you're already asking for. God has already given to you, but you need to rise to the occasion. Like if you want to like win a war, you need to be battle ready, you need to train. So basically affirmations is that bridge that personally I employ, and it works for me. So I'm sharing, hoping that you will gain something from that. So that is the only dose that so I'm a Yoruba woman, and English is not my mother tongue, so if I bungle some things up, please pardon me. If I'm talking Yoruba, I will not make mistake. Okay, so I was summarizing that. Okay, so prayers are a lot like affirmations, but affirmation is just more intentional, and it's not just you asking for something and going to sleep. It's you. Affirmations is that bridge, is you after having to sit down, get your hands dirty, and create that thing that you actually want. So if you have followed the video up to this point, thank you. thank you. I was going to make a 10 minutes video, and now I'm like 27 minutes in. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment. You can leave an emoji, prayer emoji, because we're talking about prayer. Leave prayer emoji in the comments so that I know that you watched this to the end. So thank you again. If you have not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button below. Also click the thumbs up button so that more people can view this video. You can also share if you have a group or you have a friend that you think might benefit from the power of affirmations and prayers. Please share this video to them. Support your girl. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.